and shadows from different regions. In a haze of white smoke, the community meets, sharing good times and sharing smoky trees. Not just reviewing, but everything about life. A smoky sanctuary where the viewers can roam. So pour a drink and settle back. Follow the soy sauce absence digital track. You taste a puff of thoughtful pause. Let's go. Every single day, gotta make something great. That's my way.
Yeah, I gave you a seat at the table. You try to flip it. Now you eat off the floor. Lee Jones. Let's talk. They slid the paper on the table thinking I would fold, trying to put a heavy price on a story never sold. Fuck the gatekeeper, loyalty is at an end. You were preaching brotherhood just so you could go pretend you claim to hold the samurai code just because of the name. But you bring the ancestors nothing but the grief and shame. You ain't got the honor and you ain't got the heavy sword, just the plastic grinding. Who went and broke his own word and the wannabe warlords. You acting loud and you bold, but you posing there for nothing. And the story is cold. And Mr. Midnight claiming that you were the contender. You stole away the credit, you were lying fake pretending. Now you streaming video games and you hiding your face. You ran away from the industry and in total disgrace. Let the money burn slow, let the ego die fast. We build a legacy that was destined to last. It's the lead jump, yeah, we stand on the concrete. Fearless leader up front and we own the street. No snakes in the grass, just steel in the spine. We taking back the clock, yeah, we own the damn time. No snakes in the grass, just steel in the spine. We taking back the clock, yeah, we own the damn. They wanted the control, yeah, they made a big mistake. We got hot box Joe, we never been for a fake. He's scrubbing out the chat and he policing the stream, banishing the trolls and protecting the team. And Sim Pappy Rick keeping the socials on lock, while Michael holding down the supply and the stock. And we got Big Rob, yeah, he is back on the block. Discounts flowing heavy from inside of the shop. And Ye's a 101, yeah, he blocking out the hate. Dropping Christmas prizes, doing 7 years straight. Respect to Sherry Ash, Queen guarding the gate. She slamming down the door on the envy and hate. And check the mechanic, Brandon owning the stage, making every lead Jimmy turn a brand new page. Let the money burn.
Hey guys, Tony Soy Sass and welcome to today's Smokers Panel Live. Have you ever had this dilemma where you're about to do something and something that could be relatively important and maybe not important and somehow important, kind of important, something you just had to do, and the freaking UPS just decided to be middle of nowhere? So I know we're supposed to hang out and smoke and chat, but I have this one package, literally, I don't know if you guys see it, literally that far away from my house, right? And why is it so bright? Is there any way to turn the light? Okay, I know what, maybe I do this way. Maybe I do this way. Literally that far away. See the blue dot? See the truck? It's that far away. And like, it's a package that I had to sign for. So it's like, I'm looking at the things like, how long does it? So when I first got the tracking number today, it says it will be here by 3 p.m. So I was like, you know what? 3 p.m. signing for it is not that bad, right? 3 p.m. signing for it is not that bad. Right now it's 9 p.m. and still not here. 9 p.m. Still not here. So we gotta wait for him to get here. I gotta run upstairs to sign this thing, and then we'll be back to normal schedule. But how late is too late? How late is too late for you, right? What time is the latest you ever got a package delivered to you? 9 p.m. Are you serious? You think most people is gotta be up at 9 p.m. Eastern time to sign for a package? And this guy is still like taking his time and drive, taking his time. Like, I don't even know if I should be staring at the camera or still stupid the camera. Like, you know, it's like driving me insane. Right? Could happen something simple. Could happen something simple. You could just deliver my package on in the time that usually people deliver their package. But no, 9:11 right now, and they're still not here. That being said, good evening, everybody. I do have news that we can talk about. I do have, you know, stuff we can talk about. So we will talk about them after I light up a cigar. Hopefully you're lighting up a cigar too, and whatever cigar you're lighting up, let me know what you're doing. Let me know what tickles you today on Wednesday, because right now UPS is not being nice to me right now. That's the UPS. That's the up to the time to deliver in Ohio anyway. Up to the time like 9 p.m. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Hey, Val. Let me get you in here. Boom. Here we go. Yeah. So it was me whining about UPS. 9:11 and still not here. I'm just looking at my camera right now and see when he's gonna get here so I can go up there and sign for that stupid package. All right. So long live Tiberius smoking the Goldie. All right. I'm here smoking a Romeo y Julieta Reserva Rio because once in a while this cigar is pretty good. In my opinion, once in a while it's pretty good. And Val, let me see what Val's doing. That looks like a New World.
The New World El Dorado.
There we go. New World El Dorado. All right, let's see. I'm just looking at this. I want to just go up there and sign for it, so I don't have to think about it. But because they will leave.
So, okay, so let me ask you. I want to talk a little bit about your weather, just briefly, because from the weather reports and the news and stuff that I'm getting here in Chicago, cross my fingers. Oh, we've gotten some strong winds and some cold. New York is getting hammered with snow. Did you get hammered just as bad as they did?
All right, so we have this place called Fall River. Literally, if you want to get out of your door, you need to go out of your window. All right.
I
they got like 3 feet, 40.
Like,
they got 40 inches of snow.
Like a lot of the Northeast, right? I know Rhode Island got hit hard. If Rhode Island got hit hard, then Delaware got hit hard. New Jersey got hit hard. New York got hit hard.
Yeah, I got roughly 1.5 feet, and today we got another couple inches. Oh. And I know for sure Fall River got 40 inches because I saw people try to dig their way out, and the freaking snow is taller than them. They're literally digging a tunnel out.
Okay, so luckily the expected, because all last week I kept getting weather updates, you know, the last heavy winter storm, you know, to finish out the winter season. And, you know, they're predicting this many inches this day, those many inches the next day. And all I kept hoping was, crossing my fingers, please let the wind come. Please let the wind come in and just push that snow right by us. because literally I don't get where I live. I'm in the outskirts of Chicago, a small southwest suburb of Chicago, and their snow is totally different from the north side of Chicago to the south side to the west side. Downtown Chicago snow is totally different. I get hit with the edges of the snow. Sometimes a little heavy, but not like Chicago does. But if I got a good wind, at least 15 miles an hour, I'll get a good dusting. Well, I won't get the 6 to 8 to 10 inches. I might get 2 to 3 inches.
We got
But
we got
the
it bad.
drifting is the part.
We got it bad. So like, okay, the snow that came down wasn't like the fresh, fluffy, nice snow. It was like one of those that the slippery, packed snow that you see in like snowboarding ski resorts. So it's slippery, it's packed, it's solid, but it feels like it's got weight to it, but it's not wet. Okay, it's dense. It's dense.
Ooh.
You guys, my guy tells me this cigar would go good with champagne. I don't think any cigar ever goes good with champagne.
Yeah, it might be good. I don't even know if it would be good as a mimosa.
Yeah, because the champagne has that dry grape skin peel taste. I really don't think that goes good with that. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can use cigar with anything you want, like literally anything you want. But whether or not that's gotta taste good is, it's a personal it's a personal decision thing. All right, while that truck is still driving its way, wander around. I don't know. It actually took a left or right. I don't know. But let's talk about this. All right. For those people, I do have bubbly. I don't want to open it. For those people who's wondering whether or not the cigar price is gonna go down because of the tariffs, your answer would be no. It's a lot easier to drive the price up than drive the price down. And let's be honest, if they want to lower the price, there's plenty of room to lower the price literally to nothing. All right. For example, let's say if the tariffs charges extra $1.50, you don't think there's $1.50 in a cigar sale that is enough to eat that for you? Yeah. So the fact that they raise it up is that once they raise it up, they will not go down. Because if they don't have to go down, they don't have to raise it up again in the future. All right. If anything else happens that raise the price, it's a lot more annoying to raise the price again. So they just leave it there. So for those people wondering, the only cigar that ever went down in price this year is the Project ITS. With the money I spent on cigar, I don't think the change up and down will matter. Honestly, the more you spend, the more it matters. Right? Well, if you only spend a little bit, few dollar there, few dollar there, it's not gonna matter. But if you spend thousands, and let's say just 10% of that is tariffs, thousands, let's say 4,000, that's $400. That's boxes that you're missing. Right? That's boxes that you're missing. So it does matter. It wouldn't hurt as much, but the more you spend, the more it matters. The less you spend, the less it hurt. Because you're talking about a few dollars versus a few hundreds of dollars. Something like that.
Good morning,
Rick.
What's going on, Rick? You know what? It's work. Cigar industry is work. It's not. You know, me as a smoking enthusiast and person that goes to an event here, an event there, I see all the good stuff. I see all the glamour. Okay. But man, those reps, they work hard to, from from wherever, from start to end. It's a tough business. And I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot. Okay. I've learned a lot, but it is a hard business. It's a hard business. So I'm just saying. And I never understood. And we talked about this in the past about, and Tony's brought it up many times about going to a lounge and a price for this and a price for that. And this is what pays for this. And this is why it's that. And I said, man, I mean, come on, man, I'm buying your cigars. But yeah, I had an eye opening, a rude awakening with a shop owner not too long ago. Okay, and he sat me down and we had a talk about business. A good 45 minutes before I started talking about a cigar. And man, I tell you what, you get into the cigar business, you better believe it's going to cost. It's you got to work at it. It's an everyday thing. It's not a part-time thing. It's not a part-time thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know what to say about this. Like, we have this conversation like a million times. That was not awakening, but you went to owner for 40 minutes. That's awakening.
No, because you see, here's the difference, Tony. We can talk about it all we want to here, but you experienced it. You started and did the traveling and all that stuff. Where I'm hearing it from you. I'm getting all this, and hey, I heard a lot. I listened well.
Right.
I learned a lot. But when you get a different viewpoint, and you're going to get a different viewpoint from a cigar shop lounge owner, a different viewpoint from a rep, a different viewpoint from a brand owner, okay? But they all have one big giant common thing, and that it is work.
Right, but
it is work.
A shop owner talk to you is awakening, but Tony talk to you is sleeping?
No. I mean, no, look it. I'm at this lounge and all of a sudden he tells, hey Rob, you start that inventory yet? And this guy has to do the inventory. He has to get the papers, the inventory list.
Right.
Read it, go through the box, make sure everything on there matches, okay?
Right.
Okay, so now the count matches, which is fine. Now he's got to enter it into his system. Okay? He's got to put every one of those cigars, every single one in those boxes, into the system.
But isn't that the same for any retail job?
Well, here's the thing. If you are really up to date with the modernized electronic stuff, yeah. But if you haven't improved your business to the current digital electronic mode, you're doing everything by hand as opposed to scanning it, zip, or using one of those zip guns, zip. Okay, and if you have to look it and type it in, next, type it in.
Because we do that back in the days. I remember, hey, every Thursday night, Gap, gotta checking everything that got received needs to be checked in and counted for. TJ Maxx was the same thing when I used to work there. Like, pretty much everywhere you work, you have to put it in there.
Well, you see, I have limited work experience like that.
And this was in the 90s.
Yeah, well, yeah. In my time, it was clipboard and paper.
Right? I mean,
okay, in a ledger book.
And in terms of the cigars, I mean, everybody uses different technology, but nowadays technology, if you choose to, you can change to that easily, right? Invoice scanning through and all that stuff, that's all done. But I think most shops still manually check them. And like, okay, if it's a box, you check him as a box. Once you break up in the box, you put it out as 20. But if they break them all out, start counting them, that's the wrong way to do it, because now nobody can have a new box.
You know, and every 3 months, this guy changes the arrangement of his humidor, with the exception of one space. And you all know who that space is, right? That space never changes.
What, Fuente?
Nope.
That
Your
space
favorite,
never
your
changes.
favorite brand.
Davidoff? Well, Davidoff
Yeah.
had their own shelf, so they can't move it.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only thing that doesn't change. You could change everything else around it, buy it up, down, left, right, on the floor, in the ceiling. I don't care where you put the other stuff. The only thing that has its certain spots is Davidoff.
Yeah, it had to be viewable from the door.
Yeah. But you
That's
know,
what. That's a contract you sign, right? That's a contract you sign. So
yeah. But I tell you what, it if you do not have a person that works in that shop, either as the the manager for the day or the evening, that knows cigars, that smokes cigars, that can talk to you about cigars and talk to you about what do you like to smoke, and he or she can give you suggestions of something, of a different brand that may have something similar to what you like to smoke. If you don't have that person, man, you are doing your lounge a disservice. You are doing your shop a disservice. You're doing the people that come in there, especially the new people, you're doing them a great disservice. So anyway,
it's double-edged sword on that, in my opinion. If you hire someone that's really enthusiastic about cigars, and they'll always recommend other people to buy cigars, and say, hey, what do you like, this and that, they're really good at it, chances are they're not pushing the cigar that makes you the most money. Right? They'll be like, that thing's just expensive. Try this one. That one is so much cheaper and it tastes just like that one. Right?
yeah,
I mean,
I
Come on.
you know,
Let's be honest. If you know this guy works in the shop. Like, just pretend Ralph works in a cigar shop. Ralph is a friendly extrovert. He loves cigars. He smoked every single thing that ever came into the shop, ever. Everybody who come in, the first thing is, hey, what's going on, man? How's your day? All right? That kind of guy, gotta drive a lot of people in. All right? And every first thing is like, yo, we got these in today, brand new. They are good stuff. I just smoked it. Great stuff. Right? You gotta get those guys. Those guys are the one that says, no, you don't want that. You don't, no. Come over here. Let me show you this.
well, yeah,
This thing is like hidden gem, bro. Hidden gem.
Yeah, you do run into those people, but I don't want to, if I go to a shop and I tell the person, this is what I smoke. Yeah, you like that. You might like this because there's various. I don't want to smoke something similar. I want to smoke something different, because if I want to smoke something similar, I'm going to go get what I usually get.
No, I'm not saying that he's doing something similar. He's telling you what's new right now. He's telling you what's better than what you think about to pick up. But that's the problem, is that he will sway you to everything but. You know what I'm saying? If he does not like a certain cigar, that cigar will never sell in that shop. Not even one. Right? If he was partial about a certain cigar, you'll never see him selling that cigar. That cigar will never go out. You'll see them collecting dust.
yeah, I mean, it all depends on how your relations are with, like, I guess, the manager, owner. Because obviously, if you're trying to help that business, you want to help the business. If you're just
Well, the business is not gonna run bankrupt. The business is still gonna run because he's trying to sell like crazy. All the new things out of the door, quick, boom, boom, boom. But guess what? Your house blend sits over there.
Well, that is why I feel like as an owner or manager, you have to be a little bit more involved as well. You can't just have your sales rep to be like the person that does everything in the sense. If you start noticing that, obviously that's when you have to have that conversation behind the scenes. Say, hey, listen, you're trying to move this too. So it's you got to make sure your employees are.
All right, let's be very honest, right? If Ralph was your friend, he was like, "Yeah, try some of these. Is it good? Yeah, my boss said we're gonna move those."
You fire them.
You don't think that conversation is gonna happen? You'll be like, "Yeah, my boss said."
Then that's the person you don't keep on staff. If they're like,
No,
oh, yeah,
but then he sells well. He sells everything else, but right, he sells everything else. Which you don't want to get rid of this guy because he sells everything else. But as soon as he identifies a cigar he does not like, he does not like. And there's no way to be enthusiastic about a cigar you don't like. And especially if you had a relationship between that guy and the customer, he will not want. You will not. The customer will know that he doesn't really like this one. And he wouldn't want to lie to his customer because he's, credentials there.
Of course. I get it. It's just.
So it's a double-edged sword. You will sell a lot of everything else, but if you got a bad one, that bad one is gonna sit. And eventually he'll be like, "Yeah, dude, man, you looking for some cheap cigars? You really do? Okay, here's the thing. My boss couldn't get rid of these things, and now he's saying that we'll sell it for whatever price it is. We can give you a good discount." And that's when you buy it. No, so the boss is not really gonna make money out of it, and it's gonna end up dealing with that. Now, obviously, this is extreme. I don't know a Ralph like that. Because if I do, that Ralph will be a very nice friend to have. All right, I'll text him every day. What you got? But
I would not have. If I have a shop, I would not employ a Ralph.
I would just not buy any cigar Ralph does not like.
Again, at the end of the day,
hey, Ralph, try this.
Are
and Ralph smoked it. It's like, I don't really like this one. I said, okay, let's not order that.
I mean, yeah, I get your point, but it's it is a double-edged sword.
Oh, Rick, let's say you work in a cigar shop.
Mm-hmm.
And the boss says, we need to move these gurkhas.
I will smoke the Gurkha, not enjoy my time, but then see what flavor notes I pick up from it, and then I'll ask people, what notes do you typically want in a cigar? If I'm hearing what they want is in that Gurkha, I will try to push that Gurkha. I'm not gonna force Gurkha on everybody, but I will get to know the customer, talk with them, survey with their interests when it comes to flavor notes.
But like you being someone that we know that not like cigar, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I went into the shop. Say, yo, Rick, I'm here to pick up something, and you're like, I'm not even gonna recommend you that Gurkha. See, you see, once you know the guy, you can't.
But yeah, that's the difference. If random people are coming in, that's different. If it's
and that will be the last time they enter.
Yeah,
and that's that tonight and that same night, you gotta see this guy online. Turn on his screen streaming and says, "Dude, I went to the shop today and the guy tried to recommend me Gurkhas." Can you believe that shit? And that shop is called Bleh.
Mm-hmm.
I see it. You see it as a different way. I see it a different way.
Mm-hmm.
I would approach, hey, Tony, I know you're not crazy about Gurkha, but you smoked a couple. Yeah, and my next question, when was the last time you had one? Maybe you ought to, test it out. We got a new Gurkha in here. I don't know if you tried it yet.
I will tell you. I will smoke them. Only a certain one of them. And those is going to cost you a pretty penny. I will smoke them.
I would try to say, I know there are certain ones that you will smoke, but this new one that just came in, if you don't at least try it.
No, the new one I smoke. Then I got those good like shade shadows or whatever. I did get them.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Azura. I think that was called Azura. I did smoke them. But like, I don't know. Like, when you have that's what I'm saying. It's a double-edged sword. When you have a good salesperson, they are very partial. Like, say we talk about this, right? If you smoke long enough, you're always always
Careful.
judgmental to other cigars. You
course.
always have one that you like. You will always sway away to that one kind, right?
Mhm.
You're partial. There's no way to be impartial for cigars once you smoke for a while, right? There's no way to be impartial to rice if you eat enough different variation of rice. You gotta be partial. There's something you like, something you don't, right? So either you get someone that's really knowledgeable and can BS their way through on some cigar, not all cigar, but some cigars, and or someone that's not knowledgeable enough that would just like, hey, yeah, you want to go cards right there.
I mean, for me, I don't fully 1000% support that because with my brain, because I was a customer service manager, so it's like I know how to like detach my brain from personal to how to like push, obviously items and satisfy the customer. So it's like if I work at a shop, like if I know Joey's coming in, there's a few cigars I like that has leather notes in it. Joey despises leather, so I know there's cigars that have more things that gears towards him that I may not like. I would know that back in my head. I will push that towards Joey compared to pushing something that I enjoy myself.
You can't compare that to a like Walmart that has thousands and thousands of people per day.
Mhm.
We're talking about shop. All you see is that 45 people every day.
Yeah, which is
Okay,
it's actually way easier to
No.
know the
But,
person personally.
but
Yeah, and I would, so we'll take Joey because dislike of the leather, and I would say, Joey, listen, when you smoke that cigar, you tell me you got that leather taste. What do you mean by that? Well, I mean, what leather note are you tasting? Is it cowhide? Is that what you're telling me? I said, man, this other cigar, it's gonna taste like ostrich leather. That's some sweet stuff
Knowing
there, buddy.
Joey's like, nope, I'm good. Get away from me.
it's a lot harder if you know the person. You know what?
Okay.
Like Rick, pick me, Val, and Michael,
Mhm.
and Tiberius.
Okay.
We walk into the shop together,
Hail, Tiberius.
right? We walk into the shop together. We gotta pick up cigar. Which of us are you gotta recommend a Gurkha to?
Possibly Val. He's more open to Gurkhas.
Okay.
Again, the thing is, when I worked at Walmart in that kind of scene where I've had, I was managing over 100 employees, and I had interactions with thousands of customers daily. I even had chances where I remembered quite a bit of people. If you're putting me more in a personal setting, I'm able, after a second, third visit, I can remember faces, I remember names.
But,
So you're
your
putting me in a
problem
scene
is
where
not you didn't get the problem here. Is when I ask who you gotta recommend a Gurkha to, you just say Val, not everyone.
Yeah.
Because you knew all of us would be like,
Yeah.
now we need to talk to in the back alley. Come with me. Come with me.
But that is why you gotta know your customer base.
Right. That's why I say when you know somebody, it's a lot harder.
Of
You
course.
know they're not even bothering,
Of course.
right? So, which tells you if Val's gonna have Gurkha, he will have already picked it up. There's no question there because you only know that he would. But the rest of us, no matter what you say, he's not gonna change it.
Of course.
Unless he's gonna go, hey, Tony, I got this new one. And I'll be like, you gotta be shitting me.
Or how I could get you involved with it. It's like, hey Tony, I smoked this. This tastes like you're the dragon.
And I'll be like, I know you're bullshitting me.
We go, yeah, dead dragon.
No, if I say that to you, trust me, it'll be the truth. I would never lie for a sale.
Right,
one
but that's the
with
thing,
me
right? That exactly. If you don't lie, you got a hard time. You're gonna have a hard time doing
Well,
that.
Lie is a pretty strong word. We can just say stretching that truth a little bit.
Oh, there's
Yeah,
no stretching that truth when I go. It's like he just throw me a Maduro. He said it tastes like you're the dragon Gurkha. I'm like, it's not even the same leaf, bro. It's not even the same ethnicity.
True. But obviously, if you're only getting the same 45 customers over and over again, then yes, that'll be different for you to. It would be difficult for you to push a certain item if your boss is telling you to do so. But
Right.
if you know that out of the 45, 3 might go for it, obviously you gear it towards them.
Well,
and say,
obviously, you know that this, out of 45, there's got to be few that buys it anyway.
Mhm.
Then that's where you push it, right? But other than that, you can't. Like, you do that one time. You recommend to me Gurkha one time. Or if you just like, hey, let's try this Griffin. We just got this Griffin there. I'll be like, we're never gonna talk again. Griffins? You serious? We're never gonna talk again. Yeah, no. So it's a lot harder when you have a shop, something like that. Like Ralph will be that one guy that knows everybody, and their mother, right? So there's no way to kind of like trick your way through it.
Of course.
But that will be your best salesperson. Literally everything you got in, the moment you got in is gone. He was like, I'm gonna save a box for Val. I'm gonna save a box for Rick. I know he likes this shit. I gotta save a box of that. And and he show up and say, yo, you want it? And they're like, I don't want it. Oh, next. I got a next person that want it. And before you know it, at the end of the day, it's all gone. Well, maybe 5 sticks left. And put out the 5 stick. That's it. That will be your best salesman. But that's like to say, like, because he knows what everybody's want, he dispense all the good stuff away. All you have is not so good stuff in your shop. Right? If you know what people want, those good stuff are gonna be gone because you'll find your way to push it through it. You'll find your way. It's like, this guy that's, oh, I got these Punch Egg Roll XL. I'm gonna call Tony. Hey, Tony, I got these XL in. You want it? And I'll be like, hell yeah, save me 5. And then it's like 5 bucks. Okay, $5. Right? It will be like that. It will be gone. But that's the thing. Everybody who enter the shop ain't gonna get anything good. Right? Those are the best people. Those are the best people. But like I said, double-edged sword. So if you have anything that's like geared towards rookies or newbies or people who doesn't really smoke, it's gotta be there. And then like you wish somebody came in and says, yeah, I don't know, I just started smoking, I want to find something light, and you as an owner need to rush out and say, Ruff, go clean the bathroom, I'll take care of this one. Because Ralph will be like, hey, just new, like, try these Ashtons. And then they go towards those like house blends, and they're like, no, those are just house blends. You want to try these. Right? You gotta have the owner come out, hey, we got these house blends that are really nice for beginners. Why don't you give it a try? You know what? Just for today, you get 4, I give you 1. Free. Try. We got 5 different flavors, so 5 different blend. You get 4, I give you 1 to try.
Yeah. The Casa de Monte Cristo by me. This is Cuban guy. I think probably mid 50s, late 50s. And how you describe Ralph is kind of how he is. Like, he will walk with you, talk with you, joke with you, push Gato de Fuente. He will do push this, push that. He will chat with you. He's like, oh yeah, also next month we're gonna have a what was it, like a smoke and sip. Then we're gonna have a little bit of a bourbon taste test and wine taste testing. We're gonna be doing all these events, this month and next month. And obviously, the tickets are here. You can scan this QR code and do this. Like, he's always, you see him. He's a little bit older gentleman, but the other employees are a little bit younger, and they're walking slowly. And this guy who's probably double their age, he's just running back and forth. Good. Okay, good. Primo, come here. Come, primo. Don't look at that one. Look. This is the cigar you want to look at. And that, yeah. So he makes you want to come back, but he does push everything. He doesn't just particularly push. He might be more lenient towards Adolfo Fuente because he's cool with him, but
here's another question, right? Let's say Ralph worked for your store. You're the owner, okay? Which kind of Ralph do you want? You want a Ralph that's, when he's not doing anything, he's organizing the inventory, he's make sure everything's good, ringing out the cigars and all that stuff? Or do you want Ralph to be the person that sits with everybody and just chat with them, smoke a cigar over there and say, hey, how you doing, blah, blah, blah? Which one?
Ooh.
I want him to take care of the shop.
Okay. So Val was like, I prefer
wait.
you go organize some shit,
Well, yeah, but you have to remember, part of that cashiering and doing stuff in the humidor. He's also coming around and he's also circulating to make sure those ashtrays are clean. And as he's doing that, then he can start doing a little, little commentary or commentary. Man, how's that cigar doing? Yeah, yeah, that kind of stuff. You need something to drink? You need some water? You need this? You need that? But I need him to take care of the business, and knowing that as he's taking care of that business, he is going to circulate in that lounge because he's got to make sure that things are going okay and the ashtrays are cleaned up and everybody seems to be doing okay. And he's got to go and say hi. He's got to go, to let them know, hey, I'm around. I'm still here.
Well, you're telling one person to do 5 jobs.
Yeah, and that's
By the
hard.
way, hold on. Guns and water, we'll get back to that. I don't think everybody wants me to talk about the pretend right now, but we will get back to that, okay? So, what I'm describing is basically Tim Swanson. Right?
That's why I'm like,
But
swaying
you'll
back and forth
never
because-
see Tim Swanson putting cigars away, right? Or doing inventory or doing all that stuff, right? So it's either or. You can only do what? Does he clean the ashtray? Yes, he does. He will just pick it out and go like, right? He does that. He does that. So emptying the ashtray is not a big problem. I mean, how big your lounge got to be? Like 50 seats? Okay, do it 10 times. But if it's me and I have someone like Ralph, I would just end up go hire another person for inventory, because that guy is the guy that makes me money. I guarantee this guy, while he's talking, he got somebody to buy another cigar or two.
Yeah,
just for sitting over there.
I agree. Like for that, I'd rather have a person with the crowd compared to a background character, because if the person's very, how can I explain? Like if the person's very energetic, very charismatic, and very confident in how they are, if they could just jump in the group and it's like persuade them to potentially stay a little bit longer, make them buy another cigar or two to actually hang out at the lounge, that's good for business. And if the person has such a great personality, that makes people want to come back.
Let me give you an example. Val, you sat down, you buy your cigar already, you sat down, you're smoking. Do you think you'll go back to buy more cigar after you sit down and smoke more cigars?
You know what? It's
you
I
already
don't
buy
know.
your cigar, you checked out,
No,
you
look
go
at
sit in
so,
the table and start smoking.
Okay, so I think I don't know how other people approach lounges, how they, but I walk into a lounge and as soon as I walk in, I just start looking. Okay, I look in to see what does it look like. Okay, and
I
as
get the neatness part.
And as I get in and I start seeing the lounge area, I'm looking at the sitting arrangements. How is the seating? What kind of seating do they have? Do they have the 3-chair sofas, the 4-chair sofas? Do they have, the single leather chairs with like set in groupings? That kind of stuff. I'm looking, and then my biggest thing is once I figure out where I'm going to sit, because of my eye problem, I have to know where the bathroom is at.
Okay.
That's the very first question I'm going to ask. Okay, where's your bathroom? I already know where your humidor is at. I don't need to know where that's at. I need to know where the bathroom, because I don't want to keep walking around. Maybe I feel a little indifferent about it, but I don't want to keep walking around with my cane assistants. So I do a couple of trips to get the feel of the flow from where I'm at to where I got to go, because I don't want to get the look.
Okay.
Okay. And I know the people don't mean anything about it. I know they don't mean anything bad about it, but I don't want to get that, oh man, look at that poor blind guy over there walking around, I don't want to get that. So once I get the lay of where things are situated, I try to walk without my cane. Now I walk different because I always have a hand out in front of me.
Mhm.
Okay. But yeah, I look at that. I look to see. I look at the setup, and then I look at the crowd. I look at the people there.
And the
You know,
girls.
well, girl, yeah, I'm looking for girls, of course, but um, but I'm looking at uh how people are sitting, where they're sitting at, what kind of music is on. You know, I get the feeling sometimes I go to some lounges and they look more like a sports bar
Okay.
because they got all these. I mean, look at. I get it. I get it for the Super Bowl. I get it for the Super Bowl. They have screens everywhere. Yeah, I even got screens in the bathroom. Okay, I get it.
Okay.
I get it. But you know, I don't want to see one, two, three. I don't want to see 8 screens all around me. Okay, I could go with 1 or 2. All right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But what you're describing does not describe that worker. You describe the lounge itself, and you like the lounge to be neat and
Well-
predictable. I get that, but that does not tell me why do you want that employee to just do tidying up instead of setting.
No, I'm not. You know what? And once you make a connection with the person that's there at the shop, and then you get to know them on a, you know, I mean, they know me so well. They know my wife. Hey, Val's wife's here to pick him up. Go get Val. Let him know. Okay. Hey, Val, your wife's here. You know, once you get that relationship, you know, and the guy tells you, hey, Val, you need anything, just let me know, and I'll get it for you. Okay. That helps me make a decision about coming back because they're going out of their way. They're being friendly to me. They're being courteous to me. They're going a little bit above and beyond what they. Again, because I'm in there with the cane. Now, do they do that with everybody?
But if you have that
I don't know.
employee working and just tidying up all day and make sure the inventory is good, they don't get to do that.
That's true. That,
Right?
yeah,
You
I
can do
guess
this.
that's
Okay.
part of
You
the
can-
drawback.
There's 2 scenarios, right? Val, imagine you just got into the shop, all right? I'm holding a cigar you never seen before, okay? Just in case. So I came over.
Oh, hey,
Oh, hey,
Listen.
how you doing? Hey, how you doing? Hey, nice to meet you. What's your name?
Val, how you doing?
Val, nice to meet you. So if you need anything, everything's here. You just call for somebody, okay? All right. Hope you're doing good. Yeah, everything's okay, right? Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So far, so good.
That because he went back to tidy up shit. He
Yeah.
make sure you're okay. He tidy up shit.
Oh, but what's
But let
I
me
think
finish
here's
this.
a bonus part. Here's a bonus part to a lounge. Okay, and I'm sure all lounges have these. I shouldn't say all lounges. I'm going to say most lounges have the regulars.
But
They
you're
have
new. I
regulars.
say you're
They
new.
have different regulars throughout different days of the week. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but when you get that guy, let's say Rick is the guy that's working there, and I walk in and I know Rick knows me, you know, and you know I sit down someplace, and if there's a regular there, he go, hey Val, hey Val, come here, I'm going to show you, I want to introduce you to somebody. Now he's introduced me. Hey Val, this is Tony. Tony, this is Val. You know, he's been coming here a few times. You know, Tony's been a regular for about a year and a half. You know, now I've got a little connection.
Right.
Got a little
But you're gonna get
introduction.
to meet Val. Ralph. Ralph is back in the back room counting his cigars.
Yeah, let him count. Tony, what are you smoking, Tom?
But
Yeah, how is that cigar doing? Yeah, I never smoked it. I might try it next.
no.
What are you
But
gonna tell me about
imagine
this
a
cigar?
second scenario. Ralph is gonna come. All right. Oh hey, how you doing? Oh, this sofa is nice. How you doing? What's your name? I haven't seen you here before.
So I think yeah, you know,
No,
I
continue.
think,
Continue.
Look, so I think each lounge is different because I know I don't know, but when lounge door opens, doesn't like a ring, ding, ding, like some kind of chime or
No, but
something.
if this guy is walking around like a manager will have, right? He sat down and be like, hey, nice to meet you. What's your name? You shake your hand. Shake your hands like, hey, Val, it's your first time here. The bar's over there. The bathroom's right behind that. If you need anything, let
Okay.
Rick know. Let me know. Let him. His name
I
Michael
have,
over
I have
there.
a perfect example. It's like when we went to Miami when we met Caesar, the guy who owns that shop by Tata de Bronze. When we went there, you know, Tony, you just walked in, got what you got, and then you headed out.
Mhm.
But everybody else stood in that shop for a good 2 hours. And the owner literally just like he had a regular come in here or there. He even told his regulars, you know, we'll come back a little bit later. I'll chat with you guys later. These people are from all around the road. I'm gonna go focus with them and chat with them. And that what made our, I guess, our stay at that particular lounge, you know, memorable. Because that guy Caesar literally chilled with us and chatted with us, wanted to hear our stories of how we met and all this type of stuff. So
Right.
it's like,
But what I'm saying is Val already bought his cigar. He sat down, right?
Mhm.
Had Ralph sat down and started chatting with Val, and Val noticed his cigar on his hand. Val would be like, "What are you smoking over there?" Ralph would be like, "You know, we just got these in. These things are very, very, very intricate and nice. I mean, we have a few left. When you go check it out, I'll take you over there." Val is about to buy more cigars.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, yeah, you know, actually, what probably what would happen? He says, you know, I'll go get one for you. He says, how many do you want? One or two?
You're about to buy cigars.
Yeah.
First is he just go there counting cigars is not gonna sell any cigars. Cigar is a relationship based, right?
Mhm.
So if I get to know you, you start a cigar in my hand you never seen before because I just got this in and I light it up. I can talk you into buying it, right? Not only that, I already told you where the bar is and where the bathroom is. In fact, Val, what do you want to drink? I'll go get it for you.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? Val just got a drink.
Yep.
So having that person sit in front of you makes the shop way more money than has he can't go to count. Bean counters don't make
And,
anything.
and you know what? That's true because there were a few times where I said, man, this guy, I said, he needs somebody else. He needs somebody else out here to help him because he's with us. Oh, I got to go because I got somebody who just walked in, then boom, he's gone. All right. And you can't manage the humidor. You can't manage the cashier. You can't attend to the people that are there. Yeah, you're right, Tony. You need someone else. You can't. Yeah, you need that.
But that's the
you
thing.
need-
If we had to choose between somebody's doing the inventory count versus selling the cigar while we're open, I sell the cigar while we're open. We count the inventory after.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I want Ralph to go talk to those people who already paid and start smoking the cigars because those people is about to buy more.
I mean, if I had to overcomplicate my own brain cells, it's just like I will have a system where it'll be easy to kind of re-inventory, you know, make the inventory easy to do, just in case like, if there's any like small downtime, you can just run real quick.
But that's the thing. When it comes to inventory, right? Wouldn't it be a lot easier to count if I know how many already sold?
Yeah,
Exactly how much I have. Then counting it now and still the number is decreasing as we count.
No, I'm talking about like in the sense where like if there's a box starting to get emptied in the humidor, it's to easy replace it, whatever. And then I'll do all the paperwork and inventory numbers at night after the store is closed. Or I'll do part of it before we open, and then I'll do the rest after we close.
Communication will get you more cigars out for sure. So I want Ralph to be talking. Now Joey's like, I want to have a dedicated concierge and new friend waiting for me. No. If I want a concierge, it has to be a female. No, just kidding.
Yes.
Amen.
I agree.
Amen.
If you got a dedicated female, just sit right next to Val as a concierge the whole time.
Well, you
Val
might
will have an
need
empty wallet by the time you walk out.
then. You might need two concierges then.
Val will become a member that night.
Val will be like, yeah, I love this lounge.
Because Val ain't
I
going
love this
home alone
lady.
that night. I'm telling you.
He will be like, I would like two lockers, please. Yeah. All right. So I don't think UPS is ever dropping by. He's not even on the map anymore. Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's 10 o'clock.
Yeah, he's driving away. So let's talk about butane really quickly. I know nobody wants to do it, but he said the isobutane to the N-butane ratio standard, the butane is often a mixture of normal butane, the N-butane, who has lower vapor pressure, and isobutane that has higher vapor pressure. And the difference between the silver and black is the mixture. Is that what you're trying to say, Johnson Water? Yeah? Is that what you're trying to say? You're saying that the black one has isobutane and the regular one has N-butane. Okay. So you're saying that the butane is more concentrated in terms of vapor pressure. Is that correct? Now let's talk about the scientific part of this, okay? When you inject butane into a container, now it's liquid form. Liquid form. So when you press the button, it has a regulator that pushes out a certain amount of butane. You adjust it anyway. So that isn't gonna affect anything because you adjust it, right? So you might use less overall because there's more concentration in there, but it's not gonna go any less or more because you adjust it. Because you adjust it. The air to butane ratio still has to be a certain amount for a certain amount of fire. That doesn't change the fact that when you're in a high altitude area, oxygen is the matter, not butane. Because the only thing that changes is the atmospheric pressure and how thin oxygen is in the air. The more pressure forces more gas through the, yes, but when you do adjust your thing, right? So let me get one that's easier to adjust so we can talk about. All right. So when you press, it came out. You will adjust that to the flame that you want. So the more pressure, the force is not gonna change the fact that the regulator only pulls out so much. Does that make sense? Your fire isn't gonna be that tall because you have a regulator that regulates the amount that goes out. So the pressure is being regulated by the regulator. You're not gonna put more.
If you buy the crackhead lighters, that one you could just bypass the regulator.
No. You do have regulator. This thing you turn on and off
yeah,
to
for
put more
regular
flame or less
lighters.
flame. That's your
I'm
regulator, right?
talking about the big, like the crackhead big lighters.
So think of it this way, right? When you have a car, you put a better gasoline there. What happens?
It cleans your pistons and jets better, so you get better efficiency.
No, your car will adjust the air and fuel ratio to meet that ratio. So you'll always be the same to mixture, right? Like just like gasoline will not ignite if the ratio of air to gasoline is not correct. You can't. You have a hard time to let liquid gasoline on the ground, right? So you're not gonna get more gas out of it. So your lowest setting is gonna be higher, sure, but you still gotta adjust it lower. So essentially, maybe you'll save a little bit more fuel, but does not change the fact that in higher altitude, nothing changed. Because you still adjust to fit. Right? Or very little changed. Very little changed. Now, I mean, I get Grok, but Grok is only as good as fact-checking political news. But the thing is that lighters have a regulator to regulate how much butane is spitting out. So it's all about the mixture at the end. Oh, I'm super warm. It's all about that mixture at the end, and you adjust that mixture. If there's no adjustment to that mixture, it might make a difference. Every time you do a fire, it's gonna maybe be taller than usual. Like if you have the same setting. But I literally tested right next to Val. It's not burning any hotter. Because our torch comes out same color. Our soft flame comes out same color.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Especially if I have a soft flame.
Right.
It's not burning anymore. It's not burning any better. It's not burning any hotter. Right? I'm gonna use my lighter and all of a sudden just turn to lava on my hand. No, it's not gonna happen. So even though chemically it might have changes, but for something this basic, we're not talking about rockets, you know. We're talking about something that can only use for one thing, to ignite. Right? I don't think that lighter is sophisticated enough to adjust to that pressure difference. It ain't gonna change anything. Scientifically speaking. All right, scientifically speaking. Now, if they're using something crazy fire, we're talking about those like in a can, you turn and the flame just shoots out.
Mm-hmm.
There might be a difference because the higher amount you go out with mixture and all that stuff, it might change different. But something like this small, I don't think there's any difference. So why wouldn't you rather have buy one get one free than buy one get one? Wouldn't you all of you like buy one get one free?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if you buy the silvers with the price of black, you buy one get one free. There. So, like, you know, in terms of that really minuscule changes, I don't think anybody can prove it to me. Like somebody has to go to Himalaya and take out their torch lighter with 2 different fuels and go, see, it doesn't work. See, that works. And literally not adjusting it to show me. I don't think it changes that much. I mean, we talk about this, right? To smoke cigar, all you need is fire. All you needed was fire. So it's not that complicated. And again, I don't think anybody on Himalaya is smoking a cigar. I mean, can you, like, you know, imagine you're climbing K2, you're hanging halfway down and you saw a dead body there, you're like, ah, man, I need a cigar.
Are you going to Mount Everest?
Right? You wouldn't.
I mean, if I make it to the top of Mount Everest, I think a nice cigar would be a nice accomplishment thing to have. But,
by the way, guys, out of all the snow, I actually found one positive thing about snow.
okay.
I was smoking outside waiting for my dog to take a piss,
Mm-hmm.
and I had no place to put it. So I just used the snow and make it ashtray. Actually works. So you can use the snow as an ashtray.
Yeah. Yeah, you can shape it, and if it's cold enough, it'll retain its shape.
It didn't even melt.
Yeah, I mean, if you can make what the heck do they call those?
Igloo?
Domes?
Yeah, if you can make an igloo, the hell.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. So I was able to basically go to the side and just punch the snow, so make a hole, and I use my finger, go put a cigar in there. It was fine.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it did go off a lot faster because outside it's cold, but it worked.
Yeah. I mean, I did my uncle's house the other day. We used the snow, and then once we were done, we just bought up the snow and we just tossed it in the trash.
I didn't
Trash
have
was
to
already
do that.
open.
It's just gonna get washed away. It's gonna get washed away. You don't have to worry about fire. No, taking care of it. So there's one positive out of snow, and that's pretty much the only positive.
Mm.
So yeah, going back to cigars. If you're looking for a cigar, lower price, not happening. You're looking for a cigar. Anybody want to talk about Cubans? We can talk about
Hey,
Cubans.
wait a
for a
minute.
second.
I want to bring that thing, that cigar thing up again. And now look at, I don't know what the big deal is. I mean, cigar prices are going up every year. Every brand, maybe not the brand does it every year, but every other year, the brand is putting up their prices. I mean, it's something that we deal with. We've been dealing with it for all these years. Okay. Yeah, the tariff threw a little loophole in there, but it just for me at least, I have become
Complacent.
more selective in what I buy and the quantity that I buy.
Okay.
That's the biggest thing that it has done for me. And the other thing is that I have cut down smoking from like 4 cigars a day down to 3. So it has done that, and I'm more looking at the time frame.
Okay.
So
Fine, let's talk about this. Okay. So Val, being more expensive now, which type of person are you? Do you rather buy more or do you buy better?
I buy better. And you know what? And it took, I mean, I go back to, and I've talked to people that I really started really getting more involved in this my cigar journey since 21. I started getting back into cigars in 19, but it wasn't until 21 that I really started getting more invested with time and money and stuff like that with cigars. And like most people, when I first started out, it wasn't so much about and again, because it was a long time, stretch time for me, not the quality of the cigar as I was looking at the quantity. As long as I had cigars to smoke, okay?
Me too.
And you know, and, you know, but as time went by, and your palate, your taste starts to change, and you start smoking other cigars, then those cigars that I bought earlier, I don't go back and get, even though they're still at a better affordable price and I can get more of them. So I am now looking at more of the quality of the smoke, the quality of tobacco, okay, and the brand. The brand. Yeah.
Well, Val, at what point?
Yes.
How high does the price have to shoot up to for you to go, you know what?
Okay,
I just gotta
yeah.
go back to smoke bundles.
Well, look at there is a place for bundles, okay? Everybody got to have bundles. You got to
Sure.
have them. But what? And I have a hard time when I look like I'll give you an example. La Murcielago.
Okay.
Is that a bundle cigar?
No.
I didn't think so. But some of the people that I met recently, they consider it a bundle.
Yeah, they're stupid.
You know,
It wouldn't be a
and
bundle because they don't sell in a bundle.
I'm just saying. Oh, that's a bundle cigar. Well, and why is it a bundle cigar to you? Because of the price? Now, a couple of years ago, I can buy Murcielagos, and I'm just going to throw out just a number, okay? It's not the real number, but just a number. Just say I can buy a Murcielago Robusto for $5. Well, right now, that Murcielago Robusto where I live is $13.
That sounds about right.
Okay. So when I go back and look at that cigar, and I'm thinking, damn, $13. I spent $5 for this. Why do I want to spend 13 for it? Well, I like the cigar. I like the way it tastes. It's got a good smoke output for me. I like the notes and stuff like that. But then I'm thinking,
I hate that smell.
$13. I used to spend $5 for it. It's hard. It's hard. it's hard for me to say I'm going to get a box of it, where I can see I'll get a 5 pack of it, but I'm not going to get a box of it anymore. But I'll
Okay.
have some. Okay, and I'm looking at, let's say, let me figure out Oliva Master Blends 3,
Oh, yeah.
the New World Cameroon. Okay,
Hear me?
I
Mhm.
their prices have gone up too, but I would buy those in a box form before I would buy the Murcielago now.
Well, that's what I'm saying. How high does the average cigar that you buy today will have to cost for you to go, you know what? I'm going back to Murcielago.
It's there now.
Good evening, Cat.
It's there now. I mean, you know what? We think we have it bad here. Okay, I think I have it pretty good here in Illinois. My tobacco tax is like 45%. Okay, but you know, when I look at California and I
New
look
York.
at New York,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I got it pretty good. And New York has it bad. What about those people in Canada?
Well, I think that slowly they're driving the market towards like as if, you know, a luxury like Cuban cigars.
Hey, look, you know what? Canada, I feel for those people, man. They really got to do something for those people there, because their laws are really totally different. We think we
Mhm.
have our laws extreme. You know, they want to put plain bands. Let's say I got this band. Well,
Mhm.
they don't want that band shown. They want to take the bands off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, how do you know I'm getting this cigar if the band ain't on there? That's
From the
number
box.
one. That's number. Well, and they want to change the box too. They want a plain box. They don't want to have a decorative box no more.
Sure.
Okay. And then let's say you don't take the band off. Well, they want to have a cover band.
Yes.
And they put a cover band over this band. So when you take that band off, oh yeah, it is yeah, okay, it is a new world. Okay. Man, I mean, you know, if our my $13 Murcielago over in Canada gotta cost at least $40.
Yeah, but you gotta know because they sell Cubans over there in terms of the price.
You know what? That's
Comparison.
true. That's true. They have the ability to get the Cubans, which we don't. Okay. But you know, that's you know, that's
But
you
that
know,
but,
I
but
don't-
that's where I'm saying the comparison is different.
yeah, that's true. That's true, because I met this guy named Steve, and he is from Canada. He stopped over here for a little visit, and I ran into him into the lounge, and we started talking. And this guy was so damn excited that he was able to get, I don't know, I think he bought like 12 to 14 cigars for like $120. And this guy was so happy. And I'm looking at this guy, yeah, he's so happy. And then after he started talking to me about what he has to pay for a cigar in Cuba. I said, damn, I guess I'd be happy too. I'd be doing shit. I'm ready to do a duet with him.
Yeah, if you go to a shop, right, you just glance by, most cigars are in the 3 digits, and then all of a sudden you see a 2-digit. That cigar automatically feels cheap, affordable,
Oh, yeah, affordable. Yeah, not as expensive. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And here's the thing, right? In terms of
Cigars lit.
the band thinking, I like to also tell people this. If you go to Canada and you find a Cuban cigar that has their regular band on there, really, really, really have second thought whether or not those are real. Okay, and if you think if you're buying your Cubans from Canada and ship it here, I stand corrected. Okay, anybody who can send you Cubans are not real. And how did they get by with that? Is that if somebody asks and they catch them and then they say, hey, you can't sell Cuban cigar, they'll just those are not Cubans. Those are Dominican cigar or Nicaraguan cigar with a Cuban band on it. And those band are not even real. Just decoration. So be very careful about cigars that you buy.
Mhm.
That over
Yeah,
basically
yeah.
over mail. Over mail. Like if they can ship it here, it's probably not legit. In most places that were somewhat legit, or semi-legit or whatever, stop shipping. Period. Right,
I fell
so-
victim to the Switzerland thing
Yeah.
in my infancy.
There's just not enough Cubans to go around. And really they don't have to sell it to US.
No,
There
they don't.
isn't enough.
Their international market is well taken care of. They don't have to worry about the United States.
Right. If any shop that says, well, ship between the United States,
But if you ever go someplace where there's a beach and the guy comes to you and says, "Hey man, I got some Cubans for you," do not buy them.
Yep.
right.
I would just for fun.
Honestly, I
mean-
think anybody who really wanted a Cuban, just choose a time in your life and go travel and smoke a Cuban and get it out of your system.
Yep.
Get out of your system. Once you get out of your system, you won't even care.
Yeah.
It's just another cigar.
Because I think all of us, right? You, like everybody here on the screen has smoked a Cuban.
Yes.
When's the last time you guys go seek out another Cuban?
Only when I'm overseas.
You know what? Yeah, I don't go seek them out.
Yeah. You don't
'cause-
go seek them out. Once you smoked one, you're like, okay. It's a flavor.
Well, you know what I think it is. This is what I think it is. For me, at least. When you have all those, you have a nice humidor. You got all those cigars arranged in a humidor, and there's this, whether you keep it on the top, you keep it on the bottom, and there's those 5 Cubans. There's, and you get to say, I got some Cubans. That's the only thing you can say.
Val,
I got some Cubans.
if you want to do that, take off the band, put 5 unbended cigar down there. I got some Cubans.
Yeah, but I've told the story before. And Tony, man, he really helped me out with Cubans. I mean, and I don't say he gave me a bunch of Cubans. I'm saying that he really provided me some excellent information about Cubans. And I remember it because he went over and looked at pictures with me. He explained the picture to me. He explained the tobacco. He explained the tobacco wrapper, the length, the band, why the band is not real, and all this other stuff. I had no idea. Okay, and the biggest plus for me was, he was kind and generous enough for the three Cubans that I thought I had were not. He sent me those Cubans. The exact 3, not real ones. Tony actually sent me those cigars, the exact ones that I had, because he had them. Okay. And yeah, I was fortunate enough to be able to smoke them. Otherwise, and I was just holding on to them. I was waiting for a special day, a special occasion. And then after everything was all said and done, he says, "So Val, go smoke those fake Cubans and enjoy them." Okay. So that's what I did, But anyway.
Cubans are the only cigar I ever saw tobacco beetles in. That is true. That is true.
Yeah.
Actually, it wouldn't be the only cigar you see Cubans. The fake Cubans will also have beetles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's not 100%.
Hey, look at-
like the flash freeze is not 100%.
I'm gonna tell you, I don't know what the big deal about worrying about your cigar with a beetle in there. I'm gonna burn that sucker. I'm gonna smoke him anyway.
Val, you won't be able to
I'm
smoke
gonna
it.
get some protein, some cholesterol off it. I'm gonna get some cholesterol
Thank you
off
for
that
that
thing.
protein.
Calories.
Hey,
No,
I'm
no,
telling
Val.
you what.
Have you smoked a cigar that whistles?
Have I smoked a cigar that whistles? No.
Okay. Do you have a cigar pick with you?
I do.
Poke a few holes on your cigar and try to smoke it.
All right. Let me find my. I just had my picker right here. I just hit it and it knocked it around someplace.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Did you drop your lighter, Martine?
No, I dropped the
Ash.
little
Oh shit! You gotta have a hard time looking for that now. The cap
the fill cover. Motherfucker, where'd it go?
is usually under your chair.
Oh man, I dropped my pick somewhere. I gotta find another one now. Let me check it out of my official box. Taking out my official pick.
All right, just poke the hole through, okay? Poke the hole through, poke a few, and then try to smoke it.
All the way through, straight.
All the way through.
Damn it, where the fuck did it go?
Poke in the middle. Don't poke in the end. Poke in the middle.
Yeah. All right. If I puncture my finger, Tony.
If you hold the side, you wouldn't puncture your finger. If you can't poke it all the way through, just poke it halfway. Make sure it's deep enough.
Yeah. Okay. Got him.
That's what she said.
Do a few.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm through. I got there. I got
Yeah,
there.
you got through. Okay, poke another one.
Trying to find the damn little thing.
Okay.
All right, now try to smoke it.
Shit. Holy shit. I'm getting sparks here. I gotta send a smoke signal.
Tony, you jinxed me.
I don't have any whistling, but I do have a lot of air.
You see what I mean? It's not smokable if the beetle chewed it through.
So I got two holes in there. I got
Yeah,
two holes.
only way to smoke it is if you cover the holes.
Oh yeah, sure. Now you tell me. All right. Oh, it's hard.
You see what I mean?
That's what she said.
You see what I mean? This is what the beetle problem is. The beetle chewed through the hole, you can't smoke it. You're like, oh, light that bitch up and smoke it. No, you can't.
All right.
Now, only way you can smoke it is to light it past the first hole and then hold the second hole, and you can smoke it. So, when you have a beetle that chew through 5 holes over there, you gotta have a hard time smoking it.
Oh. Really smoking.
Did you find it?
No.
What did you drop, Martin?
He dropped the cap that covers up the fill hole.
Oh.
He had to be there all night now.
It's by your foot.
That's where I'm looking.
The other foot.
Usually, I will lie down flat with the ground and see whatever that's pointing up. That's probably one of them.
True.
Damn it.
Check the grass too. Check the grass.
No, it's on my patio.
Check the grooves.
Checking the grooves. And it doesn't help that there's like little freaking white things from the tree.
Ah, shit. How many times did it bounce?
I don't know, I just dropped it.
Yeah.
When I drop something, I listen to how many times it bounced. Each time it bounces, it changes direction. So now, Val, you know the problem.
Far.
No, I know.
Yeah. At least it doesn't whistle. The whistle is even more annoying because every time you take a puff.
Mhm.
Yep. Now you know. So that's the problem with the Beetle. Is that you found one Beetle, that means like 5 or 10 cigars that have holes on it now.
I found it.
You found it?
Was it by the Beetle?
It was by the door. It like
Okay.
bounced off of my leg and then went that way.
So that's the problem with the Beetle. And here's the thing is that flash freeze doesn't do that well. The only thing you should watch out for a cigar with Beetle is never keep your cigars over 75 degrees. If you're over 75 degrees or under the sunlight, it will come out. But if not, it will stay eggs. Okay, so that's the thing. But Cubans, I can say it's not all that amazing every day, but people will still want to try it. So get it out of your system.
Yeah.
The good thing is that even the fake Cubans probably have Cubans in it. All right, but you might have overpaid for it. That's the only thing.
It's like
You overpay for it. Fine, overpay for it one time and never try it again because you're not gonna find that much difference. I really, it's just a flavor.
yeah. Like,
And in terms of tobacco quality, I said this before, say this again. You think people in Cuba really have the time and effort to go re-enrich the ground?
I don't give a shit.
Yep. If, I mean, I have an
Re-enrich your
uncle.
ground.
I have an uncle who has a buddy that travels a lot. You know, obviously different countries, and he'll bring back a box or two. He'll bring back a box for himself, and then a box for him to, give to some of his buddies. And I'll usually split the box with my uncle. I wouldn't dedicate myself to actually buy a full box. I'll just split a box. Or if I go 3 ways with the box, why not? I'm not desperate for a Cuban, but if it's available, why not? It's $100. Give me like 3-4 Cubans. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that like once a year, if anything. I don't pursue it.
That's what it is. I it's a hobby. It's part of the hobby. You gotta end up spending money for it. So be it. So be it. Right? So, get it out of your system. But I wouldn't buy a whole box. I would just buy one. And if I got tricked one time, so be it. So be it. Right? A lot of places, even if they're legit shop, they don't even know they got fakes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I can tell you in Taiwan, majority of the cigars are Cuban. Majority. We're talking about like 95, 96%. But guess what? Even the owner don't know they got fakes.
Maybe just my luck. I'd go to Taiwan, go into Cigar Shop, buy me a Cuban as a goddamn fake.
Well, here, Val, if you gotta go to Taiwan, then obviously I will tell you which shop to go to.
Yeah.
When has communism ever improved a product, especially agriculture? China? I guess. China, maybe.
China.
China.
Reach over. Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's talk about something on the news. And I don't have all the details. Somebody probably can correct me. So recently, there's a famous woman talk about his mother got kidnapped. I think she's an anchor or something like that. She's someone famous.
Yeah.
I heard about that.
And she came out with like a video says, I blah 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 blah. Like a recording video. My wife asked me what I think about it. Now, don't think I'm a bad person, okay? But she asked me this. I look over. I saw the type of video that they put out, and I turned around and said, I think she did it. She asked me why. I was like, every time I see something like that, the parent did it.
Yeah, a family member, right? A family member.
Right. Every time I see a video like that, the family did it. My daughter got kidnapped, but the father did it, or mother did it, whatever. It's always that kind of video. If it's not a press release, it's just a video that was made. I feel like the person did it. Am I a bad person saying that?
No, because he's probably, the police always look at somebody in a family as being a suspect.
Right.
It's like murder. Murder tends to be somebody you know.
So I was like, somebody, and she's like, you can't say that. You know, she's somewhat famous. Why should you do that? But that's the thing. I was like, if you make video like that, 99% of the time, they did it.
Like a good example would be like Jessica Alba. Jessica Alba, when she was 17, she was doing a film somewhere, I believe in, I forget, it was definitely in a foreign place. That'd be maybe Mexico or maybe Jamaica. She was someplace out of the country.
Different countries, bro.
Yeah. It wasn't in the States, but she went to go film a movie when she was 17 and she was kidnapped. But she didn't do a whole press run about it. It happened. She was traumatized. She, did her therapy and she moved on and continued doing movies and acting and other stuff.
The fuck was behind your head?
Yeah, I feel like whenever you make something like that,
Balloon.
you did it. Because you feel the need to make a video, and then wouldn't you just tell the police what the reward was and then let them do it?
Mhm.
And then you have a press release at the news, whatever you talk about it. Not record your own video and put it out there.
Well, I think if that's the case, she's looking for like the mass appeal sympathy thing.
Yeah. Views and some type of
Oh, woe is me.
Yeah, displacement. A little displacement there.
If she's willing to pay for that, why wasn't there a ransom or anything like that?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah,
Okay.
my wife think I'm a horrible person to say that she did it because she's famous.
Okay, I just fact checked myself. It was in 1996. Jessica Alba was 15 and she was in Australia, and they discovered her in the back of a car trunk, just tied. And after they rescued her, she obviously asked for updates from the cops. Then all right, and they didn't find the person, and she just moved on. She didn't go on news and Ellen and all these people to try to get more publicity over it. She just moved on.
Yeah, don't you think that will actually ruin the investigation because you tainted the information as you go?
Yeah.
So I just think that's gonna weird, but that actually evolved to another conversation and all that stuff at the end. We asked this question. My wife said something about being successful. I asked my wife this question: what is successful? Because she was talking about because we're talking about news anchor, famous, and all that stuff, and then all of a sudden we talk about I think Kardashian and stuff like that. And she's like, well, they're famous, they're and then okay, what is successful? So and then she's saying, okay, they don't have to worry about money, so they're successful, they have a lot of job, that's successful. And I was like, that's not successful. Like, give me the definition. Give me the standard definition what successful is. So for you guys, what is successful? Give me the definition. Quality, quantity, whatever. Give me the definition. What successful is. Because she told me, if you never had to worry about money, you're successful. So I say, well, in that case, every prince in Dubai are successful without doing anything.
But then you also could say about in relationships, people who are lonely, they tend to feel like they're not successful because they have absence of
So like money, I just disproved it. It does not make you successful. Money is not successful. So they have a lot of job, a lot of bookings and all that stuff. I was like, well, so is prostitutes. That makes them successful.
I guess for me,
prostitute work every day.
I would deem it as not needing anything in all elements, from money to relationships.
Well, that's again, then you can be a second generation rich people's kid. You don't need anything. You're successful without doing anything.
In a sense,
being a prince of Dubai.
No.
So what makes you successful? Joey said ability to complete a goal. For most people, achieving monetary freedom is the goal. Achieving them makes them successful. Guns and Wild says successful is having good friend and loyal wife.
Yeah, that's part of the thing where I feel like I said, if you don't need anything, if you have the financial stuff behind your back, if you have great friends around you, you have a great, a wife around you, have your kids, and you have potential to have generational wealth. And I think that's success. If your kids could live the life that they want to do, travel, start the business they want to do, they have their friends and they have their, significant other. I think that's.
But like I said,
life.
that describes every prince in the world.
And that's success in my eyes.
Is that successful? They didn't have to do anything. What are they succeeded at?
Well, the parents succeeded. They don't have to do much effort.
Well, the parents succeeded in what?
On creating generational wealth.
So creating generation wealth makes you successful.
That's a part of it, not the full element to it.
Right? Because right now, so far, I still hear monetary.
Well, again, that's an attribute. That's part of it. Monetary mixed with great people around you, mixed with relationships.
Well, let's say this, all right? Let's say if you're very, very poor. You're very, very poor. But you travel every single part of the world.
You're missing an element. Yeah, but you're missing an element. I think success is a culmination of a whole bunch of different elements.
Does that make the person not successful? He have successfully traveled the entire world.
If he's poor, he's not successful in that kind. Yeah. So again, it has to be accumulation of a whole bunch of things at once.
But he didn't have to have any money. Like you can have all the money in the world, you probably won't be able to travel in the entire world. You see, monetary is not it's not must.
Yeah, it's not a must. But
you just said if you have generated money, that's enough, then you're successful.
Yeah, it's an attribute. It's not the whole entire picture. It's part of the picture.
But I just give you an example where that attribute is not involved at all.
Yeah, if you struggle with anything, then you haven't fully succeed. If you can
I'm
live
pretty sure
life,
this person who walked the entire world will have struggled every single part of the way. Does that make him not successful? You don't think this person is successful?
Yes, he is successful because he accomplished what he wanted to do.
yeah, to an extent, yeah.
So now we're talking about accomplishment. So if having an accomplishment makes you successful,
It can.
On a particular goal, yeah.
so me, let's say I am that woman that decided to have sex with 1,000 men and I achieved that. I have achieved my goal. Am I successful now?
No, I heard
You're successful on the goal that you formed.
she's
Right?
successfully a slut.
Successfully
Amen.
a slut.
No,
what I'm saying?
even-
Does that make
What's
it successful?
slut?
To be able to do things, right? Successful. And you have accomplished your goal. Are you successful now? Can you go out and say, I'm a successful person because I slept with 1,000 men?
Damn, I got a whole lot of women to catch up on to then.
I guess that's one way to get rid of your. One way to lose your virginity. Because these guys are just.
You can
being
only
called,
lose your virginity one time.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm sure they'd be calling a bunch of guys. Hey, there's this girl trying to beat a record.
Right? I mean, if
What do you
having a
call
lot
that?
of money is successful, that makes pretty much everybody on OnlyFans are very successful.
Every goal's a hole. Every hole's a goal.
Right? What is successful?
I guess with your reasoning explanation, it could be more of like it's what you believe.
My definition of successful, if you're happy, you're successful.
Yeah.
Nothing else. No money. You can be in the poorest place. You can be someone that live in the street. If you're happy, you're successful. Because I can tell you a lot of people with a lot of money is not happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I sure would like to be unhappy with a lot of money.
Yeah, see, that's the thing, right? You're looking for monetary. So here's the thing, right? Everybody is not looking to be successful. Everybody's looking to be happy. However,
Yeah.
we've been taught by generation that in able to achieve happiness, you need money. Because money can buy whatever makes you happy temporarily. So you can essentially buy something or get something that makes you happy every day to achieve happiness. But true happiness is not one moment. Right? So achieve happiness is the only thing that you need to be successful. Right? You can go to someone with $1 million and you're on the street smoking a cigar. That's $2. And the guy can get, I'm the wealthiest person in the world. And you on the floor can go, but I'm happy. You telling me you're being here, you're happy? Yeah, I'm happy here. I don't have to do shit. I don't have to worry about stock going up or down. I don't have to worry about a hurricane flew through and ripped my house apart. I'm happy.
I sure am happy I didn't get all the snow you guys got.
Right? I think happiness is the sole thing that you need. The only qualification for success. If you're happy all the time, you have succeeded. And here's the thing, right? If you're happy, you don't need anything. And that fits your qualification. If you don't need anything, you're succeeded. But if you're happy, you don't need anything.
Mm-hmm.
If you are a woman with 1,000 body count, you'd probably look like you
Bro,
at the end.
It ain't just 1,000 body count. Think about the ones she had before that.
If you're a woman with 1,000 body count, you'd look like you at the end. Look at me. Money can get you out of the metal chair of assassin lounge into a leather chair.
Well, it looked like you at the end.
No. You can be the richest person in the world. If I know that you want the leather chair, I'll give you a metal chair just for the heck of it. Yeah. That's how we do it. If you come to me, you're the richest person in the world, you're so used to sit in comfortable lounge chair, I'll give you a little bench. All right. Try that.
Yeah, I'll buy a Spirit airline seat and have you sit in it.
Well, you probably had to buy the entire Spirit airline, but you're sitting in the Spirit airline seat.
Or I'll find a decommissioned plane and say, hey, can I just give you guys $200 for just one seat?
No, you'll buy the private jet, and then you put 5 different seats.
If I have money to buy a private jet, I'm not gonna buy a decommissioned Spirit airline.
No, you'll buy you'll buy a plane, but you put from good seat to bad seats in there, and then you're like, today I want to sit in a really shitty seat, and you just cramp yourself in the back.
That's called being a masochist. I'm good.
Right? And you'll be like, you know what? That's not bad enough. I heard that there's a standing seat. Let's do a standing seat.
I mean, you do have this this streamer. His name is Kai Cenat, and he became the biggest streamer in the world. But with all the money he's gotten, he never changed his chair. His chair is beat up. This one side doesn't have an armrest. There's one side missing the wheel.
But you get used to it. It's just comfortable.
Yeah, but the reason behind why he keeps it is humbleness. Because I want to remember where I came from. So I'm keeping this chair, even though it's uncomfortable. It lost its memory foam. I'm missing a right arm seat. So yes, you could do that to kind of humble yourself in the sense yes, I have all this money. I could buy everything can be suede and leather, but I'll keep that one messed up chair because it reminds me of where I came from.
Didn't that Asmongold still live like a hobo?
That's just an incel. He's just an incel. This man lives with. There's so many things I heard about him that this is kind of disturbing, but he left a dead mouse by his bedside. So when the sun comes out and the heat of the sun hits the mouse and it starts to smell up his room, that's his alarm clock. That's how you know it's morning time, because the dead mouse scent will start to
How do you not
illuminate
get
more.
plague?
This man probably has the Spanish flu, COVID-37. He has bubonic plague. He probably has all the dormant cells and plagues that's in Antarctica. This man has everything.
So yeah, going back to success, I think everybody here who have a cigar in your hand, you have achieved success. But if you want, I don't think anybody should compare to another person for success.
Mm-hmm.
Asian have a way to say if you compare person to person, you never win.
Yeah.
No, you never win that.
You'll never win.
Because if you're in an Asian household and then you hear an article about a 14-year-old girl who became a doctor, oh my God, your parents are like, you see, she fucking did it. You can't do it.
Have you seen the neighbor? His kid 3-year-old and already college. You guys would laugh if you saw what I'm saying. I was here in the back porch in the cold.
What you sitting on?
Yeah, I mean,
is it a lawn chair or like those
at
white
least you guys
chairs?
just sit on something. A lot of time when I'm in the back, I just doing the Asian squat. Asian squat. All right. So, anybody have any cigar that they're looking forward to?
Purple Pledge.
Purple Pledge.
Yeah, I think the Purple Pledge has got me some interest in it. Got to try it at least, right? Got to try it at least.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't just get one; you got to get two.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta try one, but you gotta get two.
Yeah, because you got to smoke one right away. Then you want to put it away and go back to it a month later, 2 months later.
All right, how about this? How soon do you smoke your cigar after you receive it?
Depends on where it's coming from.
I don't care. Regardless. What is the shortest amount of time?
2 weeks. For me.
For me, it's a week. Sometimes.
Really? Martin?
From what? Like
Shortest amount of time you will smoke the cigar starting from the day it was received.
Fuck it, same day.
I was smoking the same day too.
Cigars are meant to be smoked, man. Don't fucking.
Yeah, I know, but I think I'm locked into that. I'm locked into that. Look, I'm locked into that concept where, and I can go to the cigar lounge and shop by me, and I can bring back some cigars, and I still won't smoke them. I'll put them in my humidor.
So Val, if you're at the lounge,
Yeah.
you will not pick a cigar and just smoke there.
Oh, I will, because it's already acclimated to that lounge.
How do you know?
Well, I'm hoping it is. I'm thinking it is.
You got the field test. You could just literally feel it. If it's like squishy and humidified, you know it's fine. But if it's like brick hard, you're like, all right, this needs to be humidified for a bit. This is not good to smoke. It's gonna break or crackle or split.
But you're saying that if I let my cigar sit for 2 weeks and the cigar that was hard will get soft?
Acclimate it into your humidor.
I have a cigar here. It's been sitting in my humidor for more than a year.
Oh, it's all right.
This thing's still rock hard.
Well, something's wrong with your humidor.
Nothing wrong with my humidor, 61%.
Mm.
It does not change it. Wood rocker with heating blanket over chair, harbor front, moving blanket. That's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. No, nothing wrong with that. So yeah, I will smoke. Like if I go to the shop and they have a new cigar come in, just came in today, open that box, I'll smoke it. Because the only thing that you were concerned about is what? Humidity?
All depends on how, again, the field test.
All right, if the field test passed, you'll smoke it right away.
I'll smoke it.
You'll pretty much pass every time. Especially nowadays, there's a Bovita pack inside.
Yeah.
But Val, you gotta wait 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But in the shop, you'll smoke it.
Yes.
That defeats the whole point.
Well, no, look at okay. So if I go to a lounge or a lounge, because if I buy it from the shop, you know, I'm not smoking it at all. It's going directly into my humidor. If I go to a lounge and buy a couple of cigars, I will smoke at least one of those cigars that I bought at that lounge, because I want that shop rep. I want, if the owner's there, I want that owner to see me smoke a cigar at that place where I purchased it from. Okay. Now, I don't know about you guys, but when I go to a lounge, I'll take an extra 3 or 4 of my own cigars that I bring from home, knowing that I'm going to buy something there at the lounge anyway. And I will smoke at least one of those cigars I get from the lounge, and then I go to my cigars. Because
But you
those
don't
cigars
know
that I
how
bought
old
at the
those
lounge, I
cigars
take them
were at.
home.
You don't know when the cigar arrived.
I know. But, yeah, you're right. I don't know when they arrived. They could have arrived that same day.
Yeah, that's
And I wouldn't know. And I wouldn't
because
know.
Ralph is over there sorting the cigar out. It's empty. Put another one in there.
You know, yeah. And hey, Ralph, when did these cigars come in? Well, I just got them in today. So, well, okay, I'm going to buy them, but I ain't smoked them.
He's gonna say all the cigar actually came in today.
I sure am glad I brought mine.
I don't think cigar changes that much. Cigar, we made it so complicated.
Yeah, we have. I mean, I know I have, you know, because I mean, I know a lot of people that as soon as they buy them, they light them up and smoke them.
Yeah,
Where-
most shop owner will pick one and just smoke right away.
Whereas me, I will stick it in my humidor and I'll wait.
What if fresh out of the box was the best?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the quirkiness in me, okay?
I think that's.
And I can't tell you when I picked that up.
You don't
I
remember.
can't tell you. I don't remember. I just know. I think the one that I would probably smoke right off the bat would be if it came in a tubo, whether it's in a glass tube or a metal tube, you know, I would do that. But if they're, you know, in a cellophane, or if they're not in a cellophane, yeah, they're going to go in my humidor, and they're going to wait.
Now, Guns and Water, he said that I never smoke a home cigar at the lounge. You got to support the lounge. But Guns and Water, most of us will buy regardless whether when I was smoke ours.
Yeah, I will buy it from the lounge to support it. Okay, but you know, like I said, let's say I'll buy 5 or 6 cigars from that lounge, and I know out of those 6 cigars, I know the one I pick out, I know I'm going to smoke there. The other 5, I'm taking those home.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of time I will go to, like, say for example, if I go to Davidoff in Miami, we went over there, we bought boxes of cigars. I'm not gonna open the box there to smoke it. I just have whatever I have on me and smoke it. I bought cigars. I supported the shop. But I'm smoking the cigar that's already there. So
here's the strange part. Here's the strange part, okay? Where you'll go to a brewery, right?
Mm-hmm.
Get your glass of whatever, and you'll drink it.
Mm-hmm.
But you won't take a 6-pack with you.
To the shop, like to the brewery.
Right.
Makes sense. Why would you do that?
Yeah, why would you? But you would do that at a cigar lounge.
Right, but that's kind of different.
I know, it's weird, ain't it? I mean,
because when you go to a brewery, you're expecting that fresh, nicely things that you can't buy in a can to drink. You're not gonna go to a brewery to buy a can. So you have no choice but to drink it there.
It's like when you go to the bar and they have beer on tap.
But you can't bring
know,
your own drink to the bar anyway.
No, you can't. No, you
So it's
can't.
not like
well,
you don't want to. It's because you can't.
Well, I mean, you're not supposed to, but
No, I don't think you can at all. You can't bring your own alcohol into another alcohol establishment to drink. That's why you can't.
Unless they advertise BYOB.
Yeah.
Well, BYOB,
Yeah.
then there's not alcohol. It's
Yeah.
not brewery.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I have gone to some events, not cigar events, the sporting events I have gone to, where I'll give you an example. I go to a tailgate, and we have a lot of beer left over, and hey man, let's go to Rick's bar, and we go to Rick's bar and we get something out of the tap. Hey man, let's go sit outside and drink. And we go sit outside and drink, and we take out our 6-pack after we finish drinking that one beer.
Mm.
I will still not. If it's Rick's bar, I will still not bring 6-packs.
Well,
Why
I'm
would
just
I-
saying.
Why would I bring a 6-pack to Rick if I can drink for free over there?
Tell you what I do. Pre-game.
So you can pregame.
Pre-game, homie.
I'll be like, Rick, top shelf now.
I'm gonna tell you what
Credit card down.
several years ago, I went to a baseball game, and part of the baseball package that I bought, besides getting the ticket and the seating and stuff, is you got a chance to go to they call it the picnic area, and they have all kinds of food set up. It's all part of your ticket, okay? All part, hot dogs, hamburgers, chicken, ribs, all you name it, they got. It almost it's really like a picnic type of thing. So you eat. The game starts at 1:15, okay, and you go to this sporting event. They let you in to go to the picnic area starting at 11 a.m. Some people go there ahead of time to tailgate, but didn't feel like tailgating until we got the picnic ticket as well, game and picnic ticket. And I'm in there. I get my plate. I get me my hot dog. I get me a couple of ribs. I get me a piece of chicken, and I'm done eating. And the game starts at 1:15. Well, you want to leave about 1 o'clock. This is going to take you a little bit of time to walk from the picnic area out to the stands to find where you're going to be sitting, and then you go get your seat. And while this is going on, I see some people take out their zippy bags. I swear to God, take out their zippy bags. Okay, you go grab this, you go grab this, you go grab this, you go grab this, stick them in the zippy bags, then they go inside the ballpark. Because that hamburger inside the ballpark is now $12.
Okay.
Inside the picnic area, your picnic ticket pays for all the food that you can eat.
Why don't you get full before you get in there?
Well, it's part. Well, you're not going to eat real big and heavy before you go to the game.
I would.
People go to the games and they tailgate. They have that little tailgating time, smoke a cigar, drink a beer outside the stadium, have their hot dog, their hamburger, or whatever they're making out there. And then as it gets closer to the game, you start putting your stuff away. Then you go into the game and sit down. Well, the picnic area, okay,
Same thing.
and again, same thing. But the difference is you eat before you go in, you drink before you go in, because your 12-ounce or 16-ounce beer is costing you $18.
But same thing with tailgate. You eat and drink before you go in.
Yeah, you do.
So yeah, why wouldn't you eat and drink before you go in? Why do you have to carry in there?
Because as the game goes on, you might get the munchies and you might get hungry. And if you're going there, let's say you go with your family, it's you, your wife, and 2 kids, you, your wife, and 3 kids. That money adds up, buddy.
They didn't do themselves justice there. If you gotta bring in there, that's still one serving.
I'm just saying. I can go to the picnic area, take out a zippy bag, pack 6 hot dogs in there, okay, dress them up the way I want, put them in my zippy bag, put them in my thermal bag to keep them warm, so they're not cold when you eat them. They're warm. They're not hot, but they're warm, okay. And as I pass these hot dogs around, flat number, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 bucks. I just saved $60.
Okay, so why bother doing that then? You might as well just go to a restaurant, get all the takeout, and just walk in there.
Well, you're not supposed to be able to take food or liquids inside the stadium.
Well, you took it from the picnic. It's the same thing.
Well, again, but you're not taking it from outside. You're already inside.
You're taking it from the outside, the picnic.
No, the picnic area is part of the stadium.
Okay.
Part of the stadium. Okay. So when I look at that, I mean, heck, if you haven't gone to a baseball game, especially in New York, those baseball tickets are expensive. Number one, and then, like I said, I say, yeah, beer here, yeah, give me a beer. How much? $18. $18 for a 60-ounce of shit. $4 more, I could buy me a case of beer.
Right.
Your aunt took a ham on the plane to make a sandwich. She better eat it before the plane lands. Meat product. Yeah, I don't know, because I will get full before I get in there. So, but this is why I watch the games at home.
Yeah, you can, but
Tony.
sometimes it's just the ambience, just being out there at the stadium with the people.
You get the
you know?
ambience being the
Tony.
stadium, but you also get the ambience waiting in line to get out.
You get a you ask Tony, you get a Tony answer.
But Tony, that's part of the experience, Tony.
Tony,
That's part of the
Tony
experience.
doesn't like experience.
I went to the
like
games
watching it on
before.
TV.
I went to baseball game before. I literally fall asleep there. I went to concert before. I literally walk out halfway through. So, but when I watch at home, it wouldn't matter.
In the comfort of his own home.
Exactly.
He would always pick that.
Have you tried to be in the stadium and just strip your clothes off and then get arrested? I can do that at
I
home.
mean, you can't do that at the
You
stadium.
can't do that.
I can
concert you go to.
Tony, I can picture you watching a baseball game, telling your wife, "Hey, honey, listen, I'm gonna go watch the game in the bathroom. Get my tub ready." And getting your tub and sit there, watch the game, nice warm tub, watch the game, smoking a cigar.
No, okay, you're half right. I don't tell my wife to turn it. I just the water will be done. I take my phone there. I have a phone stand right next to my tub, and I can watch the game there.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah,
See?
I mean, I get it.
Being at home is better. I can lit up a cigar, have a beer or wine, hot tub, relax. In fact, I don't have to worry about next person right next to me. I don't have to worry about anybody nearby me. I can fart if I wanted to.
You can still do all that in a stadium.
With swimming pools.
True.
Maybe not the same. But
What bothers me is actually when you leave, that takes hours to get out.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I mean,
That's 1 hour I could have been down here smoking a cigar already.
See, here's the thing about the tailgating part. You tailgate before you go into the game. Once the game is over, you go back and tailgate a little bit more. And by the time you're done with that second tailgate, no problem getting out.
For me, I grew up in New York. I know how to move around crowds. So me leaving the stadium takes me like 20 minutes.
But that's
minimum.
the thing. I can eat
The
at
maximum.
home. At the end of the show, I can eat some more. And that's still where I need to be. I can be dead drunk where I am. I can smoke a cigar where I am. In fact, I get to watch a replay where I am.
Yeah.
Zoomed in.
So yeah, since we're talking about sports a little bit, baseball season getting ready to start. But let's not forget who the Super Bowl champions are. Let's not forget that.
Anyways, 11:09. Thank you everybody for joining us for these conversations. So
Oh, damn. It is
this
11:09.
Saturday we'll have a show. Sunday is the Smoke Together, 3 p.m. Eastern time. So you have not joined the public Discord, right there.
Yep.
Make sure you join the public Discord so that you can join us in that Smoke Together. Now here's the thing, right? You see that link? It has a 5 at the end, just like the one on the top, 5 at the end. So make sure you copy that all the way to We5. 5 is the last letter. If you're missing that 5, you wouldn't go to the right place. Okay, make sure you get the 5 at the end.
It's right.
Okay.
It's right above me. Right here.
So it's
We5.
yeah, so it's Sunday,
in
right?
the,
This Sunday.
Sunday.
And again, to remind the people out there, what cigar are we going to be, or what brand
It's
are we
gonna be
going
what
to
I remember. CAO, right? CAO.
CAO cigar.
Cow.
Cow cigar.
A cow cigar.
Yep.
CAO cigar. Okay, CAO cigar. All right. So bring your CAO. Join us in Discord. Have a smoke. 3 p.m. Eastern time. When you're done, go have dinner. Right. Good stuff.
Yep.
Right. So that is it for today. I will see you guys Saturday. Have a good night, guys.
All right. Good night, everybody. Thanks for joining us.
We
Take
forgot.
it easy.
Good night.
There we go.
Bye.